Ba-bum. All right, I think we're live and everything. All right, YouTube. All right, I guess we're live. All right, so I remember playing this freaking last July, man. I was not expecting another update, like honestly. But let's jump right into it. This should be pretty short from what I was told.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Who's a killer? Yep. Oh, my bad.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who I can trust to pull this off. I don't make the rules.
Did I get some kind of reward for doing this?
Make your way up the path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going through with this, right? We're supposed to save the princesses, not slay them.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is musty and stale. The floorboards are creaky and dusty. There are papers on the floor and a portrait of the princess.
Go to the mirror.
The only furniture seen is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade and a toolbox.
Thanks, Jennifer.
The only thing you'll need right now is the blade. The blade is your implement.
My implement.
Right.
What about the mirror? I know about the mirror, but I've seen playthroughs of this game.
Implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If you will do this right. I gotta go back and not pick it up. I'll turn on the face cam when we get into the song. Saster!
Who's there?
I was not expecting Saster. Hey, yo, is that Saster? I was gonna say that.
Almost as if she's the one in charge.
Hard to doubt here.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to
Yeah,
kill me.
Slay the Princess is actually really good.
With you and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
Yep.
You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and talk things out.
Max volume. I'll move my face cam. All right. Yeah.
Oh. Have you decided what to do with me?
Yep. Slay. All right. Yeah, I love the original mod, man. What night. Doesn't even feel like an FS song. That's fine. But I already knew about this indie game before this mod. In fact, I can link a video on it if you guys want to know more about it.
Is this really the best you could do?
Because the lore at the very end of the game actually gets kind of confusing for some people. You thought it was a completely different game. Yeah, it's because it's referencing the art style and everything from it. Really well, by the way. One I could recommend if they do another update, I think it's called Lobotomy Corp. That's another one. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. The song's really good, by the way.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hey. Yep. We died. And now we gotta go back. Oh, Sarah. Windows 2000 Professional. And it's Sarah4471. I think I remember that actually. Carnival SRU homework. Sarah's domain. Patience. Things have been getting stranger and stranger every day. It feels like soon. Until then, I'll have to figure out some stuff. Hi, Aisha. I mean, you die either way, pretty much. Promo.exe. Nope. No. Don't click it. Is there supposed to be audio for this, by the way? Because I think it broke. It's the dog. I feel like there's supposed to be audio for this, but it broke. Dude, how do I keep breaking shit? I probably can find the audio in the files. I got the latest build, by the way, before anyone asks. It's a plush. Yeah. I already know about the plush. Dude, I have a natural talent to break shit, apparently. They already funded it, by the way. It's pretty sick. I would support it, but my dog would probably destroy it anyway. Yeah, I've already seen. Yeah, it's all broken. It's all on Twitter. I've already reposted it on the interview account as well. Yeah, it's fucking insane, man. Yeah, I'll link the post in the comments. I can't really skip this, can I? No, I can't. Yeah. Speaking of dogs, that rips things up. Here he is. That's the voice of the Sarah Taylor now. Hey. Have I? Wait, I don't know why, but I keep breaking things without even trying nowadays. Yeah. It's honestly sick. That's the second dev team that actually went outside of FNF and is doing their own indie stuff. That's nuts. Team TBD and now Team Horizon. You waiting for any specific mods to come out? Not at the moment. I mean, there is one, but I don't have any, dates to reveal, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why. Mike, stop. I don't know why. But... Okay. The path. By the way, I had to redo this whole section the other day because I remember when I first streamed it, the Eyes Mine Squared kind of glitched out. I still remember that night, but I'm going to talk over this because we already seen it. We're just not going to pick up the blade this time. There's only 2 songs in this one, but they did a really good one. Dustin and Retrospector V2. I haven't even played Retrospector. I would say I would have a mod for Monday, but that's base game day. So, excited for that. Oh, that was a dream. I get some reward for this. Just don't pick up the knife.
You'll find the princess within.
Would be a good challenge. I agree. I'll probably just wait for the update though. That would be sick is if they let you go to the mirror, because that is kind of thing. Pretty tough. I've tackled a lot of tough mods, to be fair. I'm going to ignore the narrator that wants me to not destroy the world. Oh, my bad. That's spoilers. You're not in control of the narrator. Yeah, seriously, check out Jordo Jams made this one. The Escapade. I got a message.
The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. The princess lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. It seems I've come here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Nice job. Now you've squandered the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Anyone could be a threat.
It's part of the manipulation. Don't let her in your head.
But guys, if you guys want me to link you a lore deep dive into the Slay the Princess lore, actually it's kind of deep. I can do that. I got a YouTuber I watched play it. Oh, that character isn't human, by the way. Oh yeah, I just remembered something I said when I first played Adventure Isle. Yeah, we just left her. I'll bring it up after the song. Why is that there?
I know you're still there. This door won't hold me long anyways.
Are you supposed to be chained? To be honest, you're streaming at the most awful time for me. I'm sorry, man. Time zones exist. I can't really help that. Oh, this princess. There's different alter egos. There's different princesses as you play through the game. It's all good. There's always the VOD, the video later. I don't edit these, by the way. Yeah, the weird thing is, that's not the creepiest one right there. There's some disturbing versions of her. I would have played this last night, but the mod page didn't exist until after I was already streaming. Unlike last time. So, shame, but it happens. Yeah, we die anyway. And it plays this again. I can't skip it. But yeah, I was told that was it. There was one file. There was something in the files, but it's not really playable from what people were telling me on my Discord. But yeah, that should be it. There's only 2 new songs. Yep. All right. So the next interviewee is ready to go. By the way, fun fact. For those that know the funkin interview stuff I've been doing, the original version of this mod actually kind of got me into start doing that, interacting with the community more. On Twitter, at least. Since the audio is still busted here, I might as well talk over it. But literally the night after, the day after, you know, I actually got invited to speak on their Q&A about the mod. And then I got invited to the Positivity podcast. And then that led me to, yeah, at the time I was also playtesting for mods. And that kind of like got me curious of how they work. And then I asked a poll on the community tab a year ago, almost now. Give or take a few months. And a lot of people were curious as well. So I just figured, why not just interview the devs themselves? Made the interview account on Twitter literally like 2 months ago now, by the way, actually. 2-month anniversary today. I did not realize that. And yeah, that's actually pretty cool. A lot of the devs on Twitter are pretty cool about, you know, talking about their mods. I was way past the live stream. Yeah, it happens. And looking at Twitter, there was one more song, like a remaster of a certain old song, and checked out the premiere. Ended up being trolled, but after it ended. Pretty much, it's still in the files, though. But I'm pretty sure it's still the old version. But, yeah, that's kind of... I just wanted to bring that up. You also stream on Twitch. Yes, at the same time. It might not be much longer, because Twitch is kind of dead for small streamers on there. I was gone for 2 years, and I've been streaming on YouTube for 2 years now. And I thought, I might as well mesh them together. But at certain times of the year... the bandwidth gets very shitty around where I live, so it might switch to one for like a week or 2. Who knows? I was talking about that Lincoln near stuff. That's my dog, by the way. Yeah. If there's anything with fluff in it, my dog will tear it apart. So that's why I can't really get this sort of thing. Now, if it was something digital, I wouldn't have a problem personally. But you know, it's cool stuff. It's already been funded, by the way. But I will be following, Team Horizon stuff too, as well as Team TBD, because they also went into indie stuff. But yeah. You good? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Destroy everything, bud. I'm surprised you haven't destroyed this freaking dog Binky toy yet. That's the only thing he doesn't destroy. I don't know why. But yeah, that should be about it, honestly. Seems important. I believe this is the credits area. Big fluffer, yeah. Every day gets happier. Missing. And now the biggest FNF mod organizations. Yep. Positive Def. Yep. His own creations. By the way, I think the Royal Tony actually follows me on the interview account now. So there could be something in the future. Who knows? Drowned in ice cream. Damn. Breezy Melee. Jordo Price VA. Baghead Beats. Nice. Muslim Al. Yeah. He's been annoying. Yeah, they're talking about you. Marstar Bro. River. Killed it. Yeah, there is another indie game that doesn't get much talk about. I forget what it was called, but I know it by Lobotomy Corp, I think? Kind of around the same time as Slay the Princess, actually. I gotta Google this real quick. Is it called Lobotomy Corp? I legitimately need to know. Hold on. Lobotomy Corp. Yes. Yeah, Monster Management Simulation. Yeah, that one's another indie game. It's actually about 8 years old, actually. So it would fit. And Slay the Princess came out in 2023, actually. Actually, that's actually relatively newer. Okay. Cool beans. But yeah, Lobotomy Corp would actually fit quite well with this, actually. That one is just hell, actually. Legitimate. Oh, my bad. Wrong button. Yeah, that one is just a management simulator, but it's also a very difficult one. Like, it's nuts. You think it's like the Dark Souls of management simulators, essentially. Sliced by a set of card. Set of card? They mean set of cards. Wedge cuts. BB Panzu, car crash. Garbo. Stomped to death by a mascot. Trapped in the closet and then died. Mac Cheese. Died by a demon. Last scene playing Polybus, Starzola, Dualban, Dev, triggered. RC! Thanks for the sub, King Malik. I know RC quite well, actually. Yeah, I think I'm late. Yeah, a bit. Atlas, I actually have the game. Haven't really had time to play it, though. Boxbot, Box and the Jack, Raspy, Slushy Anime, June, Gauss Curve, Merits, Mike FNF. They followed the interview account too. Sugar Ratio, nice. Tired Pink Panda. We're wrapping things up. I gotta do the dev interview. Oh yeah, we gotta check dev screen before I forget. Lazy Goobster, Aaron and PKT, Bunger, Snowy. Yeah, the funny thing is that I recognize a lot more of these creators than I did last year. The Park Savior. Burned to death by fake fire. Alright. Let's check the dev screen before we wrap up. I got a few minutes before the next live stream starts up. With a FNF dev interview. Don't trust him, spin. There we go. Alright, we gotta go through this again.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
We're gonna get the knife this
The
time.
basement of that cabin is a
Yeah, I was not
place
expecting Saster to be in this, actually.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
We don't, it'll be the end of the world.
of the world.
No, it'll be the end of your world, narrator.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who I can trust to pull this off. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. I don't fucking know
You make your
you.
way up the path to the cabin. You'll find
Yeah,
the prince
honestly,
within.
good choice for a game to add into this, actually.
It's almost entirely bare.
Alright, grab the knife. Grab the knife.
Instead, the floorboards are creaky and
But yeah, they could have gone with a lot more creepier designs for the princess, actually. There's some very creepy ones. But the ones they chose are pretty good.
Perched on that table is a
There's one where she
pristine
actually turns animalistic, actually.
blade. Though the only thing we need right now is the blade.
Like, it's weird.
The blade is
Crazy weird. And then there's the ending version,
That's right.
which is even weirder. I don't even know how to describe it, actually. Like a bunch of different versions melded together.
Who's there?
But you can always look up the playthroughs of it in lore deep dives. I definitely recommend it. Oh, pause menu, by the way. I keep forgetting to check pause menus. I need somebody to remind me of that, because apparently there's been a lot of pause menus I've been I accidentally
Brought a
skipped.
knife with you and everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
Came here to fuck you up.
wasn't a joke.
You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground.
Nope, I'm gonna
and
cut
talk
you up.
things out.
I don't stand, I died. YH.
That's how I like it.
God Killer Act 1. Oh, he actually shows the progress of it, too. Huh. I don't remember checking the death stuff last time. Yeah, I had to respin because the first version I played was kind of busted, and they made a hotfix, and it actually wiped all the data I had. But thankfully, you don't have to play the original songs. You can just go to Frightmare Hill. Good choice, by the way, because I would have been stuck for a few hours today, just bouncing between everything. But yeah, that should about do it. There is some stuff in the files, but yeah, I'll leave that to you guys. I've already done it multiple times, like many times, actually. Let me turn on the display capture fast. Oh, freaking HDR. I need to turn off HDR. My HDR settings don't like to turn off half the time. Boom. Because it makes the screen darker and all that when it's not the focus of the game. I don't know, man. Yeah, that messes with the drawing tablet too. Oh, crap. All right, there we go. Back to normal. All right, so we have one more stream tonight. Definitely check out the mod, by the way. It's freaking good. Like, I want to replay the OG of it, actually, the original portion of it. But yeah, that should about do it for the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, like, sub, follow. I will be live in here about 4-ish minutes or so for an FNF dev interview. And if you haven't checked the Twitter side of things, we're actually interviewing Flopdoodle, actually.
Me?
Yep. I forgot I didn't add music because we were running out of time. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. But until next time, chats, later. Background music because it's getting quiet. God, I don't know what you're saying. I got one more stream tonight. Thank you to my YouTube members, Lord Demon 198, Jolly Unknown, Right Up 557, Betelgeuse, The Golden Gamer, Zandiver, and thank you to my Twitch sub, FreeDrew27. Next stream starts up here in a few minutes. Until next time, chats. Have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon.